Welcome back, friends. We have a special today for you, a special announcement from Lewis. I'm going to bring Lewis right in and let's get right to the meat of what we have to talk about. Lewis, welcome in.
Roberto,
Good to see you. Long time since we've done a show together.
and a real show for sure.
Oh, yes.
Wow, things are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, and if you remember when before the tour started, I said things are going to get interesting. And I have the studio set up now that I can go live within 15 minutes of anything happening because I know things are changing so quickly. Probably going to make a lot of sense coming into this next month here.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of lives. So just to get right to it, for those of you that don't know, uh, we I believe we went to tour stop 39 today. If I'm correct, I don't know, 38 or 39. And it hit us that we need to cancel the tour stop. So what we did, we canceled the Unity tour. We kept the October 5th Tampa one on the schedule still. That's the only one. The other 10 or 11 are off. And we decided that we're going to be part of the solution. So we're gathering together for relief efforts in Tampa itself and the surrounding area. Um, it's pretty serious. We have a team of 8 that's traveling with us right now, so that's awesome. We have 2 RVs, one car. The idea is we're going to pick up on the way to uh, Tampa. We will be picking up 1 or 2 trailers and filling them up with goods. Uh, if you're watching this after maybe 8 Eastern time on Monday, we should have the link below of how you can help and description of what's going on exactly. Because the idea is right now we're looking for a couple of golf carts. There's people stranded, old elderly people that cannot get groceries or water. So we can't get a bigger vehicle to them, but we can't get a couple of golf carts to these people to bring food and water back and forth. That's essentially it's too far for them to walk. They're elderly. Um, it looks like FEMA is in the area and doing, according to what I'm hearing, absolutely nothing. If anything, they're obstructing relief efforts,
Yep.
and it's more than a relief. There's still people that are stranded. People had a report, boots on the ground, that dozens of body bags we removed out of this area, and nobody's talking about it like the fever does. Um, I can tell you, I don't know if you've made it public. Our friends have their houses been flooded out 5 feet. They have sewage running all through their house, and one of the UFOs was turned off at their property. Um, Another friend of a friend, she waited on her bed with her dog. She got out of it. Another one. These are the people we know. We just haven't found this yet. House investigated. So these are real things not being reported on the news. Of course, we have North Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia were all also impacted heavily. So we felt if we're going to build unity like we're supposed to and do God's work, we decided that us pulling off of the tour, and this is a hard thing to do. This is our passion. This is our life. This is what we were doing. So for us to make that decision to pull off the tour, to go help with disaster relief. So we're going to travel.
Guys, just so you know, they are traveling, so the connection's pretty poor. It's hard to hear Lewis, and he freezes a lot. So just bear with us on this. We're doing the best we can with it.
Looks like I'm back. So
Yeah, you're
we'll be
back.
traveling 24 to 30 hours nonstop, just stopping for gas, and somebody has to use the restroom. Well, we have 2 restrooms and get to go up. There's one of the 2 that we don't want them to start. So we'll stop for that, and we have enough drivers that we just keep rotating. So we should be tomorrow night. We should be camp that help them relief efforts. Here's what we're going to do. This is why the link below is going to be so important. We are putting up, we're getting a staging location. I have a list of items that are needed, urgently needed to send. Here's the way everybody can know. A couple of things we're going to do. We're going to do a couple Costco runs. So if you want to send, can't get down there to help, if you want to send a relief package, just send money. Just go to unitytour.us, click on any of the donations links, but please say for Hurricane Helene or disaster, something like that. So I allocate the money properly. I will track it as everybody needs to know. And number two, here's what's going to happen. We're going to put an address down below. We're trying to verify it's all legit, making sure. And what I would like people to do is go onto Amazon. I know the conspiracy theorists, that's the last thing you want to hear, but we can use them to our advantage right now so they can get things overnight and next day. We're going to have a list of things needed in this area. We're going to give you an address. The link will be below here shortly. Go into Amazon, purchase stuff that's needed, send it to the address that we have listed there. Because it's going to be hard to coordinate. So I came up with this idea that anybody just goes online, send stuff to a specific address. Then now we have a staging there, which it makes a lot more sense. It's going to be manned 24 hours. So that's the idea. You don't have to use it when you use something else. The key is we have a staging area and an address that you can send things to. So let's use the internet and these structures that some of you in this instance, let's use them to our advantage right now to see an opportunity to make a difference. It is a massive disaster.
All right, just so to clarify so people can hear, because Lewis's audio is pretty bad, that we're going to put a link below this video. So if you're watching this anytime after 8 p.m. East Coast time today, there'll be a link in the description below of how you can support. And what they're doing is they're setting up a stationary location. So there'll be an actual address that you can go onto Amazon. There'll be a list of things that they need. If you want to purchase just one case of bottle of water or whatever it is that they need, you can purchase it, ship it to that address, because Amazon can get it in and they can get it there quickly. I know the story about Amazon. We get it, but we got to use the tools we've got. And right now, that's the tool we've got. And you can get the stuff delivered there, and then they will be able to distribute it. They're also looking for golf carts, because they need to be able to get the stuff to people who can't get out, the elderly who can't move or not that mobile. So they want to be able to bring it to them. So if you know anyone who has golf carts down in that area, that would be really helpful. Anything else, Lewis?
Well, that's about it. I mean, prayers would be great. They're still planning on having the event on October 5th in Tampa. And what we're doing is it's going to be an amazing event with the speakers, but plus we'll be doing some type of relief effort there. We'll know better since we'll be about 3 days on the ground, getting our hands dirty. I mean, we're buying boots, we're buying gloves, we're buying sheetrock, we're buying everything you can imagine. So we'll be doing construction too while we're down there. I just got a text that it would be helpful down there, gift cards to Publix, Publix, and gift cards for gasoline would help the relief efforts also.
So Publix is the grocery chain that is on the East Coast. Publix, Publix. They would appreciate gift cards for that, and also gas gift cards, because people need some financial assistance. They need to get around, and also paying for the tour and all the rest of that. They're moving a lot of vehicles. But Lewis, you've got more than just the two RVs, right? You got other people following you now?
Yeah. So we have the two RVs. We have another car following us. And it looks like we're probably going to have a much more picking up with us. And we're getting very organized ahead of time, so we're not hindering in the relief effort. All egos aside, we need to do this in coordination with other efforts that are already on the ground. They need a 4-wheel drive. I've already worked with somebody about a property. I will tell you the exact area, but it'll be a staging area that we will probably release later. which would be most likely near Largo, Florida. Um, all this information is going to be detailed in the next 24 hours, and I've already have about 6 shows booked. And I would say if in any influencer or truther worth their salt needs to support these efforts, you guys just go ahead and reach out to them. Say, give Lewis 10 to 15 minutes on your show so we can all get together. And what an amazing opportunity to unify. Now, I will tell you, some of the areas hit. I know there's this conspiracy going out that it's just red areas. There's some blue areas that were hit very, very, very much too. Your efforts can help them, like in Asheville, North Carolina. It go a long way bringing unity with Democrats if they see a bunch of conservatives on the ground helping them.
Yeah, it's going to be a long process to recover. This is not a normal situation. This is something above and beyond what we normally see. You think back to Hurricane Katrina. You think of all the disaster that happened there. This is different. This seems to be a lot bigger, and the power outages are quite substantial in these states as well. So we're looking for we're looking at probably weeks before power is restored to some areas, and they're not going to have drinking water for a while. The water all gets contaminated when it goes into the storage lakes and the what are the reservoirs they have. It fills over. You get all the sewage in there, and it's all got to be cleaned again. And it's a big mess, and it takes a while to get it done. So bottled water and that kind of thing is going to be real important. And a lot of people, really don't have food. As much as they tried, get this, as much as they tried to prepare for this, when your house gets swept away, so does all your stuff,
Right.
all your supplies, right?
Great.
So, oh boy, it's glad to see that we're jumping in and going to be part of this relief effort, because I think it's going to go on for a long time. And Lewis, I'm anxious to hear what you have planned for Saturday's event in terms of the relief effort, to add that to the mix as well.
Yeah, so we're going to get more details in regards to that. The key is that you'll still be able to see your great speakers. They'll speak on whatever topics you want or whatever they're talking about. But we're going to switch it towards a relief effort, which we think is very, very. I've even reached out to the Hilton downtown and asked how they can come. We'll put them on blast if they don't. We have to start holding speculations account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think everyone is going to start jumping in when we start building momentum, and they realize, because it's not necessarily being covered well in the mainstream media. They're pretty much ignoring this, which is kind of shocking. We've sent enough. This is crazy.
Absolutely. This is time where everyone needs to choose their side. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Right? You can be on the side of evil, you can be on the side of good. Forget the politics. Those are the two sides that we're dealing with. Right?
Yeah, it's now it's coming to pass that we don't have a functional government, and when you need your functioning government, you don't have it. There's no safety net here, which is really scary. And you're right that we have to be careful. FEMA does get in the way, like they did in Hawaii. They blocked people from sending donations there. They stopped them all. They wouldn't let them go in. They put them all in, all the donations. They put them in a tent, and they were not distributing them. So FEMA sometimes, not necessarily your answer. I know a lot of people screaming online, "Where's FEMA?" I'm thinking, you know what? It's better if they don't show up, from what we've seen.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
They're obstructionists right now. Our boots on the ground were just telling me that.
Yeah.
They're obstructing. They're not helping.
Yeah.
And the good news is the Patriots are rolling right over. They don't care. Literally, it's going to get to a point that if they stand in our way, they're going to get hurt. Because we're not putting up with this anymore.
No, and it's not what America is built on. America is built on unity and helping each other out. We help out our fellow neighbor. That's what we do. I know the media has conditioned us to think otherwise, but that's not the way this works. So I'm glad to see that, Lewis. I'm glad to see people are stepping up in that way.
Yeah, it's going to be it's awesome. But we're doing what we have to. Sorry, I'm grabbing a credit card for gas. I'm multitasking. Here you guys go. You know how that works.
Yep. Big Daddy's got the money. That's where you go for the money.
Big Daddy with the money. Wow.
Yeah. So when did this
So
decision come up for you to make the transition? You said it was this morning you got the message.
yeah, so I was on a live with David and Penny from Awake Nation
Hmm.
this morning during our event, and I got off, and it just hit me. It's bam. It's like, are we gonna? I just asked, really, God. I said, are we doing better here on the Unity tours or something else? And it was go help,
Yeah.
go help and relief. It was that simple. It was probably the most powerful hit I've ever had in my life.
Wow. Yeah.
It was almost a slap in the face. Like, what are you doing? Get down there.
Yeah.
And I called the crew. I left one person on stage while I was discussing with them, and I gave him the talk 10 minute more sign, and that was Alan.
Hmm.
So while he was talking, I was organizing a crew, told him what I was going to do, and I said, Henry, go up there, you're the last speaker, and then we're going up there as a group to show unity, which is what we're about,
Right.
and we're going to discuss our change, which you saw live.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I have that video. We're gonna play that video. Let's see. He just got a donation. An anonymous giver for $333 just came in. Thank you.
Making back our numbers. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sure. Yeah, anything we can do, real helpful to push this forward. Because there's a lot of people in need, a lot more than you would realize, and a lot of them sometimes they're in need, but they're not going to say anything. Right? There's a lot of people like us who are independent and independently minded in that way, and even though we may be in need, we're not going to step up and ask for it. Yep. Yeah, I was hearing about the body bags and everything this morning, and it's like, wow, this should be the number one story, but we have the port strike coming tomorrow. In the midst of all of this, is just going to exacerbate getting materials into these people to help them out, and these guys, I just don't know what the heck they're thinking. It's like just postpone your 77% raise request. This is not the time for this. You know?
It's pretty simple, isn't it? But that's going to tell you who you're dealing with, everybody. These are
Yeah.
the type of things we need to pay attention to
Yep.
when they clearly put greed before humanity.
Yeah, money before humanity. Well, we're seeing it with Border Patrol. We're seeing it with local police. We're seeing it with everyone who's, literally operating against the law, against their sworn oath. And, well, I
Hmm.
have to do it because I need my pension. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up here?
No, it's cool. Play the video, and I'm off to make a lot of phone calls. I'll be on thumbs up. I'll be on. So far, let me tell you the Patriots that have already stepped up and committed to have me on the show. You have Mel Carmine, Scott McKay, Nicholas Veniamin, Mark Atwood, Dave from forgot it's called something treason. He's pretty cool.
Hmm.
And Awake Nation, I'll be on there again tomorrow. So, I'll be getting a lot of phone calls. So I plan on working 40 hours straight. Um, I will be drinking caffeine to stay awake. My drivers are doing a great job. And then we'll get as much work we can in the next 40 hours. And by that time, we should be boots on the ground in Tampa with all our gear and supplies. And we're going to make a difference. And this is what we talk about, Robert, all the time.
Yeah.
We the people hold all the power. We the people make the difference. We don't need a savior to come in here. They can do nothing. They don't do anything.
Right.
They're a bunch of bluster. In fact, FEMA right now are obstructionists. So this is where, and Americans are really good at coming together when it's time.
Yeah.
If this isn't time, I don't know what it is.
We'll have Andrew take some video of what's going on the ground over there, and then I'll come on tomorrow and do an update so people know what's happening there. Lewis, if you have time to pop back in, but I won't take you away from the work because the work is more important than this. And just feed me the information you want, and I'll broadcast it. I'll do the show tomorrow and just let people know where we are and what's happening.
Yeah, that's great. And I'll periodically pop in for 5 minutes at a time, anyways, just to give you some idea and show you some things live. I've retasked things a little bit. I took Andrew off the camera because he's a big, strong body, which is going to be needed. and I've tasked somebody else with running the camera.
Okay.
So, but we will be getting the video too.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, if you pre-record and you just upload it somewhere, wherever, and I'll grab it. Even Telegram's probably the easiest place to do it, and I can grab it and then I can restream it out to the audience because I'm sure they want to know.
Excellent. You got it, my brother.
Oh wow! Well, all right, we're going to be on top of this. This is big stuff, and we've got to have it happen. I'm going to play after you take off here. I'm going to play the announcement that you did this morning. In case people missed it, I know a lot of people didn't catch the early morning show. I'm going to play that real quick. And then also, there's a clip of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Donald Trump was saying he's working with Elon to get Starlinks all over the place because there is no communication in so many areas. When you take out the terrestrial cell towers, there's no internet. There's telephone poles are down. There's no fiber optic. There's no copper.
Right.
There's no cellular.
Well,
Yeah.
we're going to add to it. We're bringing a generator and a Starlink live to these towns so people can get connected. We already have it.
Beautiful. Yeah, they want several thousand Starlinks. They're going to put them all over, which I think is brilliant. Elon comes through in a pinch, and for those who don't like him, I'm saying superstar at this point. He's risen that high in my list. So,
Yep,
yeah.
agreed. Let's
All right.
put our conspiracy thoughts away for a minute and let's get to work.
Yep, absolutely. This is time for that.
All right. Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Lewis, and good luck on the drive, and we'll talk tomorrow.
All right. Take care.
All right.